For those of us with our sight, it's hard to imagine life without being able to see. But consider this. What if you were a young athlete with all of your life ahead of you and then you lose your sight? Joining us today is Travis Freeman, who lost his sight at an early age only to defy the odds and miraculously go on to play football. His story has been made into a movie, and before we meet Travis, let's take a look at 23 Blast.
I'm Travis.
I'm Jerry.
Can you throw?
Can you catch? Cut.
Touchdown, Travis Freeman.
I didn't cheat.
You copied off my paper.
Yeah, off of you. That's friends. Don't count.
Whoa.
There's a great deal of infection. We need to get him into surgery quickly.
Why can't I see?
Travis.
You're blind, son.
I don't know why things like this happen to good people.
Hey, Trev.
Really? Check out the nurses. Look left, smile sexy.
I still got it. It's been almost 3 months and he's barely left his room.
I'm Patty Wheatley, Travis's mobility coach.
Let's figure out how to whip this.
Feel the texture? Keep your head up. Keep your arm out straight.
Why?
There won't be anybody to guide you. You'll be on your own.
I'm good because I don't want any special treatment.
My man.
Travis, how you doing?
Hey, Coach.
You got a funny look in your eye. Travis, I never coached a boy who loves football as much as you. I'm thinking you should come back on the team.
They can't catch the ball.
So you're gonna have to play center. You're not a gazelle anymore. You're a pit bull. It's gonna be a long season.
Mind telling me where you're taking me?
Jerry! Oh my gosh, clean out your drive. This thing is nasty.
Ashley, I ain't gonna have you looking like crap out there. Feel your balance through your cleats. Not bad. Not bad.
Relax.
Cut. Is that moving? Oh my gosh, that's moving. Oh.
He can't really play, right?
All right.
I think he deserves a chance.
Get your hat on, Freeman, now or never. Oh, hey there, Mr. Duncan. I almost didn't see you.
That's an incredible story. Along with seeing the movie, you can read his new book, Lights Out. Travis Freeman, welcome.
It's great to be here today.
So glad
We're
you're
so
here.
glad that you're
Great
here.
to be here.
What a story about losing your sight. How old were you when you did lose your sight?
I lost my sight at the age of 12. I came down with a serious sinus infection that reached the most deadly state that a sinus infection can reach. The doctors told us that 70% of the people that have what I had die, and that I was only the second case in the world where it's ever just affected the eyes. And in less than 48 hours, I went from perfect 20/20 vision to no vision at all. And I consider losing my sight to be a blessing, because I should have died. You know, I should not have made it out of that hospital bed. But God had a plan for my life, and God is continuing to use my life, and I accepted that from day one.
Well, what do you do with your? What do you do professionally? What do you do? Do you travel?
Currently, I am an adjunct professor at the University of the Cumberlands, which is a Baptist university in southeastern Kentucky, so I teach there. I also travel and do a lot of speaking and preaching and those sorts of things. And I've just started a foundation called the Freeman Foundation, which promotes the truth that disability does not equal inability. And I want to encourage people that, you know, we all have disabilities. We all have things in our lives that hold us back, obstacles that we have to overcome. And I want to inspire people to not focus on their circumstances. Don't allow your circumstances to dictate what you think about God, but allow God to dictate what you think about your circumstances.
Wow.
Your story is so inspirational. Thank you so much for.
Thank you.
How does it feel to have this really good-looking guy playing you in your movie?
It's a humbling thing. You know, when someone comes to you and says, "I've never written a screenplay, but I'm going to write one, and I want your life to be the inspiration for it." You don't ever think it's actually going to happen.
Right.
But Tony Hoover did that, and she literally Googled how to write a screenplay.
Wow.
And then talked with us, and my parents and I, we never thought it would actually happen. And then, you know, a couple years after that, she called and said, "I've got a director and a producer, and we're coming to Corbin, and we're filming a movie."
Wow.
And that was 2.5 years ago, and they filmed 23 Blast in the town of Corbin, where I'm from, and it was just a crazy experience, but it's been a ton of fun and just an adventure.
What motivated her? Why did she do that?
Well, she lived in Corbin when I played football. I actually played with her son, who plays Jerry in the movie, Bram Hoover. He's it's Jerry and Travis in the movie, and so he's one of the lead roles, and I played football with him. And she was around the story, she saw it, and he was getting into acting, and she said, I believe Travis's story is one that needs to be told.
Wow. Think about all of the young people and adults that you're going to inspire all around the world when they see this movie. It's like your life will really help change the world.
Absolutely, and that's been my goal from day one, whether it's through the book Lights Out, Living in a Sightless World, which releases next Tuesday, or whether it's through the movie or whatever, just me speaking. I want God to be glorified, and I want people to be inspired.
I wanted to ask you about that. How important was faith for you in this journey?
Faith was the key. When I lost my sight, we had doctors coming in telling us I was going to go through all these different stages of depression and all this stuff, but I never did. From the very beginning, as a 12-year-old kid, I understood that God had a plan for my life and that God was going to use my life. And I don't remember this because I was just not with it, but my parents tell me that when I found out that I was blind and that I would never see again, I told them, I said, "I believe I will see again, but if I don't, I can't wait to see what God's going to do with my life."
Wow.
How cool.
And for a 12-year-old kid to say that, I mean, it's totally the grace of God. It's totally faith and understanding that God is in control.
That's such an important lesson for all of us to understand.
Absolutely.
That God is in control, and He leads you. Now look what He's done so far, and you're a young man. Who knows what's coming?
Who knows?
Just getting started.
And I'm so excited about this movie and all that's going on right now, and excited to see how this next month really is going to take my story to the next level. God, I believe that God is going to use this to allow my platform to grow and to expand, and I want Him to be honored and Him to be glorified in all of this.
Amen.
So Travis, what are you going to do to celebrate when this movie premieres and the book is released? What does Travis do to celebrate this great moment?
I'm just trying to take it one experience at a time, and just whether it's being on TV with you all, or the release of the book, or the premieres of the movie, I just want to take it in moment by moment and enjoy it, and realize that this is only going to happen once, and I just want to enjoy it.
It's a great attitude to know that this is a moment in time. It's not your whole life. It's the moment in time. I want to encourage you to watch the film as it premieres on the 24th of October. I don't know how many theaters it's going to be in your area, but you can probably go on the web and look for that.
23blast.com.
23blast.com. That's where you want to go look for the premiere of the film. Go out and see it. Take people with you and enjoy it. And then also I want to encourage you as Travis's book comes out, you can come to our website, ctvn.org. We'll put a reference point back to Travis so that you can know where his book is and how to get the book. And as we close this segment, I want to just speak to somebody that's watching that feels discouraged because life has thrown you a curveball that you didn't see it coming, and it's hurt you pretty badly. In Travis's case, it took his sight. But, you know, learn from him. Use him as an example. God's in control. He wants to take this, whatever this problem is, and turn it into a blessing. Look how God's turned it into a blessing. That's how God works. So call us, 888-665-4483, and we want to pray with you. No matter how dark it is, no matter how hard it is, no matter how unexpected it is. Sometimes life hits pretty hard, pretty quick. We want to stand with you because there is a path through it, and victory, it just lies on the other side. Call 888-665-4483, and we'll be right back.